The Orthen Dig Site, RuneScape's all-new expansion to the archaeology skill. Delve deep under the ground of the land out of time to uncover ancient Dragonkin artifacts, solve mysteries, harvest mysterious relic powers, and more in not one but 4 different dig site locations. To get started at the Orthen Dig Site, you require level 90 Archaeology, and you will most likely have the other 2 requirements as well, being the Associate qualification and the Anachronia base camp tutorial completed. Before you can enter the dig site, you need to go ahead and talk to Mr. Mordout located at the Anachronia base camp. Then proceed by asking him about the Orthen Dig Site. A cutscene will now play. You can skip this cutscene, but I recommend watching it with audio on. You will now have access to the Orthen teleportation device located at the Anachronia base camp. There are actually more of these around the island, however you will have to unlock them by repairing them. The first of which is actually located at the dig site you can access straight away. You can activate this portal with no extra requirements. As long as you have level 90 archaeology and the other requirements, you should be able to repair this teleportation device. After repairing this teleportation device, you will get access to a special research mission called Incomplete Portal Network 1. This is a special research mission that can be completed by using your research team at the Archaeology Dig Site. As this is an essential part of unlocking the second part of the dig site, I highly suggest starting it now and then returning to this exact location. There is a consistent trend in unlocking the fast travel teleportation devices. You will always need to do a research mission first called Incomplete Portal Network, insert number here, and then use the right 20 unnoted archaeology materials to repair the Orthen teleportation device. Now that you know all about the teleportation system, it's time to start excavating inside the Crypt of Varanus. Inside the Crypt of Varanus, you'll be able to find yourself a level 90, 96 and level 99 training spot. One thing I recommend before you start excavating is clicking on the funeral pyre in the middle of the room to get new research. While excavating here, you'll be finding yourself new materials and 7 new artifacts. You also have a chance to find pages which are used for a mystery. Once you've found all 4 pages, you can hand these in at Mr. Mordout to get a chunk of experience. You can always check your mystery progress by using your archaeology journal. Don't forget this, as it can be a useful tool to seeing how many pages or how many things you still need to complete a mystery. You also have a chance of finding potion recipe fragments while excavating at the new dig site locations. You also might notice the white fragments in my inventory. These are also obtained when excavating at the Orthen Dig Sites. These are called wreck skeleton fragments, and can be used on the wreck skeleton located nearby the Anachronia lodestone. Similar to the Caradette Pylon event, this thing will give everyone who participated 25% more experience doing Big Game Hunter, archaeology training on Anachronia, and the Anachronia Agility course. It will also give you a 10% buff to drop rates for Anachronia Agility course codices, archaeology materials, Slayer drops, and Big Game Hunter drops. Quite a hefty boost. The buff lasts for 65 minutes and is indicated by a message on your screen and a dinosaur skull located on your buff bar. And there's absolutely no reason to not participate even if you don't want the boost, because handing in the fragments does give you extra archaeology experience. Now, we only covered the first location of the 4 locations out there, but there's 10 new total excavation spots ranging from levels 90 to 120 archaeology, 22 new artifacts, 5 new materials, 8 new mysteries, that community event, and a bunch of new collection logs. Collection logs can be completed to obtain chronodes and even get access to certain things, including relics. I will now go over how to unlock the other 3 dig site locations, and then proceed by going over how to increase your Monolith Energy, and then finally cover the new rewards. For the second location, you want to finish the research called Incomplete Network 1. After you've done that, go back to your research team at the Archaeology Dig Site and view the report. Then grab 20 unnoted ancient viz with you and head to this location you can see on screen. These maps were kindly provided by the RuneScape wiki. To repair the teleporter, to be able to use it, simply click on it and choose repair. This will require level 70 rune crafting and level 70 archaeology. It will also give you a little bit of experience. After that, you can just enter through the door and you'll have access to the second dig site location. Do not forget to go back to your research team and start Incomplete Portal Network 2 under Special Research. After coming back using the teleportation devices, you'll want to interact with the Dragonkin pylon inside the dig site location. You'll now have to enter a series of codes. These codes are part of a mystery. If you want to solve it yourself, please skip ahead in the video. The codes are 315, 414, and 167. After filling in the codes correctly, a sort of cutscene will play. You'll be teleported to a different section of Anachronia. Go for the dialogue, and if you're interested in doing the mystery, be sure to pay attention to what the NPC says. Head to the location seen in the cutscene. The map on screen should be able to help you to get there. You will now have to repeat what the NPC said to you, being Shah, Kra, Lif, Cab. See on screen if you don't know how to do it. Then proceed by entering a series of codes again, being 516, 418, and 514. After doing this, you should be done with the mystery and you can go down the stairs inside the third location of the Orthen dig site. After completing the research called Incomplete Portal Network 2 and viewing the report, you'll be able to repair the teleporter here by using 20 Orthen glass. And this must be unnoted. Don't forget that. Then to save your own time, be sure to start the Incomplete Portal Network 3 research straight away. After that research team comes back and you view the report of Incomplete Portal Network 3, you'll be able to activate the teleporter for 20 quintessence. Again, this must be unnoted and doesn't actually require the mystery required to get inside the fourth location, so you can get the teleporter beforehand. To get access to the fourth location, you will require level 108 archaeology. You'll have to start by clicking on the central platform inside the room. Then you'll have to excavate a master control and a lingam stone damage from the Moksha device spots near the center. Then excavate a singing bowl damage from the Agura remains spot in the southwest. Then proceed by restoring all 3 artifacts. Proceed by using the restored master control device on the central platform. Then select yes in the dialogue. You will now have to complete a series of 3 puzzles. These puzzles are relatively simple. All you need to do is have the bars on the little graph match the red line. You do this by rotating the runes and giving it a certain amount of points. The higher the points for said rune, the higher the bar will be. The only important runes are the runes with a spike. In this case, this would be the Air, Chaos, and Earth rune. The other runes don't necessarily matter. The outer runes of each circle will give you 1 point, then the middle runes will give you 2 points, and the absolute center runes will give you 3 points. I wish you the best of luck with solving these puzzles, however I think most of you guys won't have too many issues with these puzzles. You will now need a restored singing bowl artifact, a rope, and a small fishing net. You will have to catch a yellow salamander from Anachronia. Then after that, proceed by teleporting back to the ritual site and attempt to use the central platform with the salamander in your inventory. Go through the dialogue and the professor will step on the platform. A cutscene with text will now play. After it finishes, talk to Associate Colette on the northeast end of the room. After that, go ahead and grab your restored lingam stone and go to the 4th location. Click on the door to present the restored lingam stone and enter inside. You'll now be in the 4th location called Xolo City. You have now unlocked all 4 dig sites completely. I will now cover how to increase your Monolith Energy if you do have 120 archaeology, and then proceed by talking about some of the rewards. Let's go. All you need to do to get your additional Monolith Energy is excavate the Sovereign debris to get a Raksha idol and a gold dish. Then restore both of these artifacts. Then place the gold dish on the pyramid you can see right here, and then place the restored Raksha idol on top of the Xolo building just to the west of that pyramid. Then return to the Archaeology Dig Site and head towards the monolith, and then you'll get a little animation. After that, you'll have your additional 150 monolith power. Getting into the rewards, we have the 5 new potions. To make these potions yourself, you will need the full recipe, which can actually be bought off the Grand Exchange or made by gathering 4 fragments yourself. We have the Holy Aggro Overload, which is basically a Holy Overload and an Aggression Potion in one. The Summoning Renewal Potion, which is similar to a Prey Renewal, except it restores summoning and special move points for 6 minutes. We have the Archaeology Potion, which boosts your Archaeology level by 3. The Power Burst of Opportunity that for 10 seconds doubles the effect of rock opportunities and time sprites. And finally, and arguably one of the more useful ones, the Spirit Attraction Potion that automatically collects Serum Spirits, Divine Blessings, Chronicles, and Fire Spirits for 6 minutes when consumed. You can finally AFK those gathering skills and fire making fully. Next up we have 3 new relics, Evil Bob's Cat's Paw, Soma, and Kaladanda. My personal favourite is Evil Bob's Cat's Paw, unlocking the Bait and Switch relic power. Once activated, all the fish you catch that have a cooked variant will be cooked when caught. This is absolutely amazing for Iron Man, and you also get 50% of the fish's cooking experience as well. This is similar to the Always Adds relic for woodcutting and fire making. Next up is Soma, unlocking the Flow State relic power, which increases your archaeology base precision by 20% and prevents you from gaining any soil. Cool little thing if you like going beyond level 102 archaeology. Kaladanda unlocks the Death Note power, which automatically notes all of the ashes and bones that are dropped. This will be absolutely amazing for Slayer. And finally, 2 very unique items, being 2 skilling offhands, being the Orthen Furnace Core and Artificer's Measure. These are made by using items from different parts of the game and items found with the archaeology skill. The Orthen Furnace Core requires 102 archaeology and 99 smithing, while the Artificer's Measure requires level 99 crafting and 102 archaeology. These items are not tradable and not buyable on the Grand Exchange and have to be made by yourself. Keep in mind that these skilling offhands do take some time to make, especially the Orthen Furnace Core, because you need to make curved masterwork plates. When you are skilling either fire making or smithing and one of your invention perks procs being either the Pyromaniac or Breakdown perk, you gain a 5% experience buff for 5 minutes, which is refreshable. A Fire Spirit will now become a Forge Phoenix instead, and when smithing you also have a chance to spawn this Forge Phoenix. Using the skilling offhand, you no longer need prayer for superheat form when smithing. The Artificer's Measure has a similar thing with the invention perk, except you get a 0.5% experience buff that needs to be stacked up to 5% instead of an instant 5% experience buff. You have an increased chance of activating the Scroll of Dexterity for crafting. This item also acts as a gem storage bag, allowing you to store up to 100 of each gem. The Ithel bonus for harps is always active when using this offhand. And there's a chance to duplicate manufactured items while glass blowing or firing urns. This can be useful for money making. And similar to crafting, you have an increased chance of the scroll activating. However, this time if the scroll activates, that's when you get the bonus experience buff, stacking up to 5%. With that being said, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Peace.